Well, Geoff, this is a bit different from the cabbage patch we used to play on.
Yes, much better setup here, yeah. Euxton Villa it is, and it's a terrific setup. 19 years we were at Charnock Richard, which is a long time, and it's been a hell of a change. In fact, our captain has played for the club for that length of time, so it's a heck of a change for her.
She must be getting on a bit then?
Yeah, I think she's near 50 now.
Did you ever get to play on the main Charnock Richard pitch, for the men's pitch?
Never once.
Any reason for that?
Because women's football is not well liked at Charnock. We asked even for FA Cup matches, just the odd FA Cup matches, and they still wouldn't let us go on it. So that's the main reason why we've moved.
What about the end of season last season? What kind of an end of season did you have?
In January we had 4 season-ending injuries to 4 main players, and they were out for the season, so it was a struggle the last half of the season. All we were thinking about was staying up. But in the end, we did finish 5th, but it was a struggle.
I thought you were going for the title at one stage,
Just before the new year came in, we were, yeah. We had a chance, but you can't lose players like that at a club like this.
Do you know anything about the team for today and what the prospects are for this season?
Well, the team for today, dare I say it, we do have some missing, but I dare say Morecambe do too. It's holiday time, We are hopeful for the season, but the problem is 4 of those players who did get bad injuries last season, 3 of them are still not back. They signed on, but they're still not fit enough to play. So it is a big problem. And we got Scarlett Smith back, who's probably our best player. She got injured last week, so she's out. So she's out, yeah.
So it's a reserve game today then, I think, for both teams.
Yeah, possibly so, yeah. Good job it's the first match of the season.
Anyway, the sun is shining, but there are great clouds over there.
I think in our area it rains every day without fail, so it could be that it'll come on this afternoon, I would imagine.
Monsoon season then, is it? All right.
Yeah.
Geoff, enjoy the match. Thanks very much.
You do too, Boris.
Play there, man.
Well, that was an exciting game, wasn't it?
It was very, very exciting. Eventful. 9 goals.
9 goals.
Yeah, in 90 minutes. And to be fair, it was very equal, really. I thought, considering we had 10 players on the pitch, I think that we started the stronger of the 2 sides within the first 10 minutes, and then the deciding moment was the sending off and the penalty.
Yeah.
And we obviously had to change formation, change some players, and graft our way back into it. But I think it was a very good game.
It was.
A very opening start to the season.
It's a great advert for women's football, having 9 goals. And what else about Chorley?
Kay Unsworth, who came on, she's just come back from injury. She was solid at the back, really strong performance. Really happy to see her back in the team. Nat Parry on the right, strong as ever. In centre midfield, I think initially we started with 3 and we had to change to 2, and I think they really got a hold of the game, considering you had 3 in the middle as well. But overall, I think we stuck together well after the sending off, and we worked together as a team.
Just as an opposition captain,
it's always eventful when they come down. They always give us a really, really good game. Strong girls, and I expect to see them in the top half of the league this season, so a bit of pressure there. But yeah,
that's going to be a long season.
Yeah,
so
it's always a good game when we play Morecambe. Local rivals.
I enjoy Chorley. We've had exciting games. They've always been. Remember last season, the 1 goal right at the end. Like that. And you're a nice bunch as far as I'm concerned. Very friendly. What's coming up in the next couple of weeks then?
We've got Tranmere at home next week, and then it's the Cup, Radcliffe Olympic. Our
where
opponents.
Are they from?
They're the Midlands, the equal league to us, but in the Midlands.
Right.
And then they're coming here as well. So 3 home games on the bounce, which is nice, especially to get used to our new home pitch.
And you have to come up to Morecambe in February when it's nice and cold and windy.
Yes.
You won't like that.
Shoveling the snow off like last year.
Well, if you bring your buckets and spades, you can help us shovel the snow off. So. Anyway, thank you very much, and congratulations with your win.
Thank you.
Oh no. Well, that's the first one over with, isn't it?
Indeed, I think it's always important to lay down your tactics at the start. I think we showed that for the first 10 minutes. We tried to hold the ball, we tried to play feet. Realistically, I think had we scored within that first 10 minutes, we probably would have won very easily. And you got the opportunity, took it well. A penalty was us switching off because we were pressing too much because we'd had too much ball. In terms of the first half, I thought you could have expressed yourself a little bit more, because my criticism to my players at half-time was that although we passed and held on to the ball, we weren't moving off the ball. So it would have made it very easy for you to steal the ball back with having the extra man. But you didn't press us. And because you didn't press us, you gave us all the time. And realistically, when legs were getting tired in the last 20 minutes, our legs would have been tired for the last 40 minutes had you made us work that first half. So obviously coming in at half-time, fairly comfortable at half-time, my encouragement to the team was that we needed to work off the ball. Players off the ball made the pass, not players on the ball. We didn't need to release the ball. I suggested that rather than pressing you from the last third, we're going to press you from the half, save our leg. And you just fell into the trap of kicking the ball over the fullbacks then. So it was bread and butter for us. Again, you didn't make us work. No. So it was only really you put the extra player up with about 20 minutes to go, and suddenly you started to see the momentum change. And because the momentum changed, we were having to work hard, and 2 goals went down with cramp.
Well, the rest of the season, how do you feel this shows signs for the rest of the season for Chorley?
For Chorley, I'm pleased. Like yourselves, missing a few players, 4 players short at the moment. So I'm hoping that when those come back in, rather than the team picking itself, that you're actually able to do a bit of competition. You can make it work. We're looking to first, second, third. You know, that's the top 3 slots we're looking for. But I'd like to play a more compact passing game this year, purely because we've had a chance to do some coaching with the girls now for another year, and they're beginning to understand what we're trying to achieve. I had to compliment them, because in the first 10 minutes, as we said, what we've been practicing on Wednesday, they executed 3 times, so it was good.
So we should come down and watch you on Wednesdays before the match. And so we'll see you in February in our place, and we'll look out for your results. And it's going to be interesting to see the results today of who's doing what and what to whom and things.
I think, as always, obviously Liverpool Feds are disappointed in not going up. They're going to have a very strong side. They're going to be pushing.
Well.
Middlesbrough want to do the same. But the start of the season, your Leeds, your Durhams, you know, particularly on the east, there's a lot of girls that are not signed.
Right.
They're all pushing for the top clubs, and they're suddenly released. Then those clubs pick up some good players for the start of the season. I think it's bad to travel away and play any of them on the east coast at the start of the season.
Okay.
We'll see. We've been lucky, and we've got 4 home games, so if we can make this a bit of a fortress, it will be some good points.
So, anyway, congratulations on today's victory, and good luck for the rest of the season.
And indeed, good luck to yourselves.
We'll see you in February.
All right.
Thanks
Cheers.
very much. You were ghosting in well and finding good positions up front, but you didn't seem to get the ball. I could feel you were very frustrated with the situation up there.
Obviously, kind of the role I was playing was kind of attacking behind the striker a little bit. So obviously tried to make those runs through, but we obviously didn't want to force it either. Right. So I think we did kind of okay towards the end, but just too late. I know we played really well last 20 minutes, but we need to start like that.
Those first 2 minutes, they could have been 4-0 up. They had 4 decent shots that just fired over the bar. Don't know what happened to our defence.
It's always the way. It takes kind of 10 minutes to settle into a game, and if they're going to come at you, strong, they were quite good down there right. They seemed to get into the box, and I think it was just a number of things. They had runners, so it was kind of obviously us tracking from the middle as well. But I think we've learned a bit from today. There's positives as well as the negatives to take from it.
Chorley always give us a good game anyway, so it's always been close. Last season was that 1-0 right at the last minute goal.
Yeah, it always is. It's always a bit of a kind of feisty game with them, which is obviously it's good. It's exciting obviously for the people that are watching, and obviously towards the end there was always kind of a chance. We brought it back to 5-4, and I think if we had maybe another 5 minutes, we might have got the draw. I know that we could have maybe had another penalty as well, but you know, you can't just blame it on that.
Who we got up next week, do you know?
Norton? No, I can't remember what
No, I can't remember who we're playing next week.
So we've got a cup match, which obviously we want to prepare for, because we
2 weeks against Leicester City.
Yeah, we don't get any second chances obviously with that. So yeah, I think we just need to try and all get down to training on Wednesday and work on some stuff. And
I think you're right there. We need to work on free kicks and hitting the penalty spot. And I could see you out. You were ghosting around. You were available. If Emma didn't get it in the middle, it'd have come through to you at the back post.
Yeah, so, you know, on another day it might have done. So, but
Hannah, anyway. Thank you very much. Enjoy your long trip home.
Thank you.
Back post, Hannah. Play Joe. Oh, referee! Oh. Good. How do you see the game today then, Millie?
Well, always a good game against Chorley.
It is.
We knew that coming in. They're always strong physically. They played good football at points, but on the flip side, so did we. I think a draw probably would have been a fair result.
What about the sending off? Did you think it was a sending off? Or?
It's harsh, but the rules of the game. Last player was a penalty. You know, it's a goal scoring opportunity. Unfortunately,
we had one sent off last year for the last player as well, so it was quite right. There was some good football being played by us in the second half.
Yeah. These games are always the best. Like I say, Chorley had the better first half. Second half, we came back at them, but unfortunately, at the end of the day, we didn't finish some of our chances. I think we were let down a little bit by the referee a couple of times as well.
Yeah, I thought Becky had a stormer, except for a couple of shots where I think she swore afterwards, and a couple of passes where I think she swore afterwards. But other than that, I thought positional play and finding people up front to move to was brilliant.
Yeah, she's very good. She's a good asset, and she's sort of moulded into that number 4 role as a holding midfielder. She gets the ball and she sprays it out, and she screens in front of defence, which is
a new player, Emily. What do you think about her?
Very good. She'll be an asset this season. She's very adaptable. She can play in different positions, and she does the job wherever she's needed. Today she recognised that the game needed her to sit a little bit more, and she did that off her own back, which was good, and we needed that. And she helped create goal scoring opportunities again, which is what we need, and we lacked probably a bit of that last season.
Final question, fitness. Both teams seem to fade a little bit towards the end. I thought last season we were a lot fitter than we were at this stage.
Yeah, well, it's because players haven't been turning up to pre-season training. Well, like I said in the change room, I said this is probably the first game that we've all played sort of together, bar Callis. That was pretty much our first team squad. So, you know, for our first game of the season, it's a shame that it had to be today.
Yeah, and it's not only fitness, it's also getting to know the players and getting, you know, where they are and who they can pass to and things like that.
Exactly.
So we need to make a push on Wednesday night training. Millie, don't be downhearted. You sounded quite positive in this interview.
Oh, good. No, it's because we played well.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Right, thank you very much.
No, that's fine. Thank you.
Oh, Becky! Go for goal! Go on, Jen!
That's what I mean. There should have been a penalty there. That number 8
Cracking goals, Emma. Brilliant.